Everybody for coming out. We greatly appreciate everyone taking their time out of their day. Kind of a gloomy, gloomy day outside, but a lot of sunshine shining on USA Academy right now. It's been an interesting and long and lonely almost 5 months, and here we are standing here today. I never expected today to be, to be able to have something that has already advanced this far, this fast. It was a goal from day one. To hire the best football coach in the country, and today we're going to take a lot of questions about the academy side. I'm excited to talk a little bit about the academia and the athletics as well, but especially about the student athletes, because student comes first in student athletes. So I'm excited to talk a little bit about the educational platform and things like that. So y'all be a little patient with us. We're not going to be super structured. Coach Probst is going to come up. He's going to give a statement here in just a few minutes, and that's kind of the way we're going to function. We want you guys to be relaxed. There's no pressure here. Any question is welcome and open. We will be as open and forthright as we can. There are lots of questions. This came out of nowhere. We understand that. And it was done that way for a reason. It really was done that way for a reason. So I want to welcome the founding head coach of football at Ultimate Student Athletes in USA Academy, Coach Rush Propst.
I don't need him yet, but most of the time. No, it's good to be back. Obviously, appreciate you being here today. There's a lot to talk about. Obviously, we're not going to get into all that today. Appreciate the fan, the persons here because they have interest in USA Academy. I appreciate what media's here, and I'm sure over the coming days there'll be a lot more of that. And a lot of things. This thing will grow fast, but it is good to be back in this state, a state that, in my opinion, being in two states like I've been in the last 40 years or last 38 years. I have a perspective on it. I have a perspective on what high school football is about and how passionate fan bases are about football in this state and in the state I just came from. But first of all, I mean, I got to thank some people, and obviously you always need to always think about that first, and the people that helped you along the way in your journey in your profession. But I'd be remiss to say, first I want to thank the good Lord, number one, for giving me this opportunity. Sometimes he sees people, we as human beings mess up our lives all the time, and we take 3 steps back, and without him, it wouldn't be possible for you to be successful in life. And I really have come to understand and learn that, and that just goes back to my mother and dad, and just being reared the right way, to be honest with you. And so with that, my family who's here today, my wife, my 3 children here that are here. I've got coaches here that have worked for me at my last school, and I know Jeff Kent and his wife Misty are here. They will be joining the staff also. So there's a lot of things to do. Okay, we want to get out of the gate fast, and as and this USA Academy is something that is one of the most unique opportunities that I can ever remember even thinking about. I mean, it's just something that sort of, because a lot of things have pulled at me the last few months to the point where I hadn't slept at night. I chewed my fingers off and just hadn't slept much, wondering, because I spent this past fall at UAB as a defensive analyst type consultant, more of a consultant than an analyst. But Bill and I go back a long way. We're friends, like brothers actually. And when he called me and asked me to do it, especially on the defensive side, I was wondering that he had lost his mind because I was sort of an offensive guy. But what people don't realize is when I hired Bill in 1989, he was the offensive guy and I was the defensive guy. Well, as we grew, roles reversed, and he became the defensive guru, and offensively we've done pretty good in 2 states. So appreciate him, and being able to volunteer and help him this fall really opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So with that, I look at this journey as sort of when growing up in Ohatchee, Alabama, a small town that don't even have a red light, it's got a blinking light. We do have a Jack's restaurant, that's about it. And so just a small little, when I was in school, a 1A school, there was 61 in my graduating class. So from there to Jacksonville State as a walk-on football player, then to Cleveland County High School in Heflin and worked 5 years. And Michael Short and I were talking about this a couple of days ago. I think every single coach needs to have a 2-year journey into coaching 1A, 2A, 3A football, because you have to do everything. As a football coach, you've got to wax the floor in the basketball. You have to cut grass. You have to spread grass. You have to fertilize. You have to cut. You got to do everything. You have to wear so many different hats that it prepares you to really do what you need to do later in life. Because a lot of these guys that have become college football coach GAs, they played the position in the GA and they sort of move up the ladder. They never experience those things. So in that department that they're good at, they may be pretty good at it, but they're not good at anything else. And so a lot of times you see a lot more failure than you do success. And what I learned through that experience of coaching at Heflin, at Eufaula, and then back to Asheville, the 6 years I was there, to as an assistant under Bill's dad, Reagan Clark, who was my high school coach at Ohatchee. I came back and worked for him. And the way I got that job was Coach Clark's wife was tragically killed in an automobile accident. And then Coach Clark, having to drive by that accident every day site, it wore on him, and then he turned it over to me in June. And so that's how I got the job. People ask me all the time, well, how did you get in? How did you become a head football coach? Well, that's how it happened. I don't know what my life would have been like if something else would have changed. So I've been through all that, and being 12 years involved and doing everything, I think it prepared me to hire people around me later on. And when I first started hiring coaches at Eufaula, I didn't hire the right guys. I didn't know how to hire people. And so I went through a period of time that I was lucky at Asheville to have a 12-2, nearly have a chance to win the state title in 3A, losing to Elba in the semis in a 21-17 loss. They go on and win the next week 36-0. I sit back and ponder, but I still didn't learn. I look back and didn't realize that I had really good coaches. John Ross was with me. He's now the head coach at Jacksonville State. Just had really good coaches, but didn't sort of just hire them by accident and because of relationships and knowing them. When I went to Eufaula in the new beginning, I didn't know who to hire, didn't know what I was looking for. Just hire people off resumes. Just say, hey, this resume looks better because they did a better job on paper. And we never got over the hump there. We'd go to the second round, get beat, go to the second round, get beat, go to the second round, get beat. So I finally learned, hey, go hire coaches that have come up just like you did.